Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Emerald. In the last episode, we had done some stuff over on Route 134, I forget what it's called, but the Island Cave or something like that. There were a bunch of Braille things for us to do all the way down here. We took care of that, and it caused something to happen in the overworld. So that is what we're going to be continuing with on today. This is the team that we are rolling with. We have some very, very fun activities ahead of us. To let you know, I did buy a bunch of timer balls, because this will be very important for later. I am going to buy some more Ultra Balls. I don't think I actually can buy them here, so I have to go somewhere else. Hold on. So, I got a bunch more Ultra Balls. I ran out of money. But I've got 99 timer balls and some Ultra Balls, so I think we should be fine. Oh hey, I didn't even realize I had an extra stack. Okay, well, that's interesting to know. If you have more than 99 of a single Pokeball, it just creates another stack in your bag. I did not know that. But anyway, we're going to be continuing on with some stuff. We are going to be trying to catch some Pokemon today. And the first one is going to be up north in the deserts of Hoenn. If we slowly just sneak our way downward and don't get caught up in some Pokemon battles, we'll stand true. What I need to do is that I need to turn back on the animations, because I completely forgot. Let me do that real quick. Go to the options. Then I'm also going to throw on a Max Repel, so that way we are not bothered by wild Pokemon. I believe... Wait for that guy to look away. And then if we come down here, we have these structures that we've seen around Hoenn, where there is these 6 rocks surrounded by one larger rock in the middle, and now there is a cave entrance, because this was not here previously. If we head in, we have some more Braille on the wall. According to my notes, what this says is that we need to go left 2, and then down 2, and then we need to use Rock Smash. There you go. And in here, we have the Pokemon before us. We have Regirock, the first of the legendary something or others. I forget. Legendary Golems? Legendary Giants? Something like that. We're going to start by using Thunder Wave to paralyze it. This will help our catch chances slightly. It would be better to use Sleep, but Paralysis is just a much easier status to maintain. And we want to try to just chip down its damage just a little bit. Chip down its HP. Fortunately, it's not using any super effective moves yet. I do just want to use Polari to chip itself. It is using Curse, which could be a problem. I wonder how much Thunderbolt does. Enough to kill it! Okay, well, I have to do this over again. Okay, take 2. We're going to try that one more time. Hopefully this isn't so awful. Regirock again. We're gonna want to use Thunder Wave on this to paralyze it. And I forgot to switch the animations back as I reset. I'm gonna try Thunderbolt. Hopefully it doesn't kill it in one shot again. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay. So now that the Regirock is brought to red health, what I'm going to do actually is that I'm going to switch out for Chicky. Because I don't think Chicky is weak to any of his moves. I think at best it's neutral. Plus, I think they're all physical moves, so then I'm going to use Bulk Up just a few times with Chicky just to beef up the defense so we're not taking so much damage. Because he does have Curse, which improves his attack and defense. Okay. Now, the reason I bought a whole bunch of Timer Balls is because they are going to be our best chance at catching this thing. Ultra Balls only increase our catch rate by like 2 times. Whereas a Timer Ball can actually go all the way up to 4 times starting at turn 30 onwards. It's going to be a long time, don't get me wrong, but that's going to be our best chances because Regirock has a really, really low catch chance. And this is probably about as good as we're going to get as far as catch rate goes. The only way we can improve this further is if we had like a Pokemon with False Swipe, which would increase the damage down more, which would bring his HP all the way down to 1. And the only other thing would be to put him to sleep instead of paralyzing him, because sleep gives a better catch rate than paralysis. But paralysis is just a lot easier to manage, because you're not wasting turns trying to inflict sleep. But yeah, I think that's about it. HP, sleep, yeah, I think that's kind of about it as far as catch rate goes. We just kind of have to brute force it, and I did a calculation on a website, and like the catch rate is like ridiculously low. I think it's like 6% when we have the Timer Balls going. So we're gonna be fighting against time here. I believe starting turn 10 onwards, the Timer Balls start to become more, how you say, they become more effective than the Ultra Balls. So I'm going to throw one more Ultra Ball, I'll probably heal Chicky, and then I'm going to switch over to the Timer Balls. Yeah, like, look at this, like, this isn't even happening. Okay. So Superpower did lower its stats, so that's good. And then use a full restore on Chicky. And then I think starting from here, the Timer Balls are probably going to be slightly more effective. I haven't been keeping close count of the turn count, but I think it's been more than 10 turns at this point. It's not going to be a whole lot better than the Ultra Balls, but it's going to be slightly better. So at this point, I'm just going to be trying to keep Chicky alive and throwing more Pokeballs at it. Oof. Alright, I think from here, I'm just going to cut till it works. Hopefully it does. Oh, there we go. Thank goodness. I was really afraid this was going to take a long time. We got Regirock's data added to the Pokemon, the Rock Peak Pokemon. The Pokemon that is made entirely of rocks and boulders. If parts of its body chip off in battle, Regirock repairs itself by adding new rocks. So yeah, we'll name the Regirock. We are going to be incredibly creative, and we're going to name you Rocky. Alright, well that is the first of the legendary golems, I think, titans, I forget what their official title is. That's the first one. For your information, there are 3 of them for a game that is over 20 years old at this point. I'm surprised. That is shocking news. Alright, so the next of the legendary golems is going to bring us out to Petalburg, out towards Route 104. And we need to start surfing. I'm going to try and do pretty much the exact same strategy as I was using prior. There is it is somewhere on this route. I am pretty sure. Oops, okay. Shoot. I accidentally got into a trainer battle, so I guess I feel obligated to show this. She is a single Meryl, level 26. Yeah, she's cooked. She's toast. It's not even funny. Electrocute her rat for pet. Alright. I forget exactly where it is, if I may be so honest. Almost gone to another trainer battle there. Is it on here? There is a hidden part of this room. Honestly, I don't remember being here, but... Rats. My body feels lighter in the water. It's almost as if I've gotten slimmer. Yes, that's how water works, sweetie. Alright, Thunderbolt. Not even a chance. Not even a chance. And a Whalmer. Not a Whalelord, a Whalmer, okay. Just electrocute it again. And you're done. You're done. Okay. I sure do hope there is not another trainer battle that's going to interrupt me. Because here it is. Up here. So it is on Route 105. You have to like kind of go to the left. There's like a little island. And then you have to curve up. So it is right here. So then we have this one. This braille says something about running a lap of the room. So I wonder if this counts or if I have to be running specifically. Yep, there we go. Perfect. I'm gonna save again, just so that way I have a save point right before. We're gonna lead with Polari again to paralyze it. We have the next one. And we have Regice. Go Polari. Alright, so we have a Thunder Wave here. It's going to use Icy Wind, which is not going to be very effective. I don't think it's really going to be able to do anything to Polari, so it might be okay to keep her in. Polari has no gender. What am I talking about? I do believe Regice has decent special attack, or special defense, so I can probably safely use Thunderbolt, because I did less than half. Okay. So unfortunately, not quite as much HP as the Regirock, but I can start using Ultra Balls. I think we were on turn 3 there, so this is going to be turn 4. So I need to go down to, I think, 70 or 64 Ultra Balls before I can switch over to the Timer Balls. I'm trying to be very efficient about this. Use another Ultra Ball. Nope. Maybe if it uses Curse a few times, I'll be able to use Try Attack to shave off a little bit more damage. It's only used it once though, I think, so I don't want to... I would only use it if it's done like 5 times, honestly. So that's 2. So I think after this I can start switching over to the Timer Balls. It's actually, like, wiggling surprisingly a good amount compared to the Regirock. I'll do one more just to make sure, because I think on turn 10, Timer Balls are equal to Ultra Balls, so we'll save them. And I think from here... Oh, it has Superpower. Okay, I did not know that. So then I'm gonna quickly heal Polari with a full restore. Fortunately, I don't think it has Regice has as good physical attack as Regirock does. Plus, it doesn't get stabbed from that, but it just leveled up all of its stats with Ancient Power. So we're in trouble. But now I can start using the Timer Balls, I think. I think we're well past turn 10 at this point, so... Of course. And from here, I'm just going to be managing my Pokemon's HP and throwing more Timer Balls. So I guess I'll see you guys in a minute when this finally decides to work. I was really hopeful it was going to do that there. Critical hit! Okay, cool. God, that worked. I literally had my hands together and was praying, and that worked. Alright, so we caught Regice. It is the iceberg Pokemon. Its entire body is made of Antarctic ice. After extensive studies, researchers believe the ice was formed during the Ice Age, or an Ice Age. We will nickname the Regice, what do I want to name you? You know what? Let's name you after the only snowman I know of, Frosty. Frosty the Snowman. Imagine being some, like, ancient being and having some 10-year-old strut into your house and shove you into a tiny little Pokeball and then call you Frosty the Snowman. I could not imagine the humiliation that would bring. Anyway, our next location is going to be down in Fortree City. I'm going to save again, really quick. I'm going to save. And then I'm gonna go into the Pokemon. Hopefully I can buy some potions. Yeah, I'll just buy a couple of... I can't afford Hyper Potions. Okay, I spent all my money on Timer Balls. Which is fine. It's fine. We'll be fine. We will survive. Oh, there is another Kecleon down here. I'm gonna just leave it be. And I got caught up in another Pokemon battle. No, I don't! I don't want to battle! I'm going to floor you. You have a Surskit, which, have we even seen one of those? I know for whatever reason in Pokemon Emerald, they removed Surskit from like the wild encounter pools on the one spot that you could find them for some reason. So it's like the only Pokemon that you can actually catch in Emerald for some reason. It's very strange. That's cute. Die now. Bro really stopped me, so that way I could just electrocute his 3 little bugs to death. Surskit is a bug water type, if you are not aware. But yeah, there's that. You lost it. Yep, you did. You sure did. While I'm thinking about it, Pokénav. No! No! I'm not giving... I don't want to give you my phone number. You're weird. I need to turn the animations back on because I completely forgot. Anyway, the last spot that we are looking for is going to be up here. Up hither. I'm going to lose it! That was our first time seeing a Ninjask, by the way, I think. It evolves from Nincada. And Polari level up to 51. Cool. I sure do hope that is not going to put me over when it comes to... Okay. We are where we need to be. Oh, I'm going to... I'm not gonna crash out. I'm not. And this is a Baltoy, which means it's immune to... Ah! Lorraine, please. Save me, Lorraine. Bro literally switched it to a sandstorm when I switched to my water type. No, don't switch out to Sandshrew. What do you mean? Does it have like Sandville or something for an ability that like raises its accuracy or its evasion? Okay, last Pokemon. Just... Ay. We just gotta... Oh my gosh. Oh my Lord in heaven. Please. Okay. This was so much effort getting up here. Okay, so we beat the Ruin Maniac. Then we have the last of the mysterious caves here. Let me... I think Polari will survive with missing 2 HP. I'm going to save again, just to make sure we are okay here. And then if we go in here, we have one more cave. This says to go to the center of the room and use a TM, which I do not have access to, so I am praying that one of the Pokemon can use Flash. You know what? I think I can buy Protect in the Celadon. No, not Celadon. Is it Celadon? In the department store, the Lily Cove department store. Honestly, this is good because then I can also use Flash in battle to lower its accuracy, and that opens up this cave. Alright, and then we have the Ancient Tomb, the last of the legendary giants, golems, titans, whatever they are. And we have Registeel. I think Registeel is generally considered to be the best one out of the giants because it's the steel type, and just steel is just a really good type. And I think that's pretty much the main thing that it's got going for it. I'm gonna try Thunderbolt. I think if Regice didn't take... Okay, yeah. That feels about right. Because I think Regirock has the lowest special defense, so... I'm hoping, because it's a steel type, that's gonna not do that much damage. Okay, yeah, I think I can use that safely one more time, as long as Polari does not crit. And that is exactly what Polari will do, just would be my luck. Okay, good. I could probably do it again, but I don't feel like taking that risk. And from here, I'm gonna actually just use Flash. Oh, it's got clear body, so it can't actually be... Okay. That could be an issue. No, that didn't actually do much. Okay. So I used, I think, Thunderbolt 1, so I think I'm on turn 5, so... If I counted correctly. So I need to use 5 Ultra Balls, so that'll bring me down to 58. And then from there I can start switching over to the timer balls. That would have been really funny if it was like the first one. That would have been really funny. Like, the other two were giving me trouble, but it would have been really funny. You know, it can still be really funny. The third one would still be really funny, Registeel. It would still be really funny. You want to work with me here? Buddy boy, you want to help me? Help me out? Help a guy out? Get in the ball? Put the Registeel in the ball? Okay. And if Polari dies, I'm just gonna switch over to Chicky, use some bulk up, and then, you know, just hope for the best. Because I think especially, like... Well, I guess it has superpower, which is effective against Polari, but... Which all of the Regis have superpower, so... Okay. We'll start switching over to the timer balls. Nope, not even close. That was a weird thing where it looked like just a bunch of arrows kind of popped up for like a single frame there. A little odd. Alright, I'm just at the point where I'm just gonna keep chucking timer balls till it works. Okay. I still think that was the one of the easiest of the 3. I wasn't keeping track, but that definitely feels like that was like less than 20 turns. Its body is harder than any other kind of metal. The body metal is composed of a mysterious substance. Not only is it hard, it shrinks and stretches flexibly. And Registeel is the iron Pokemon. Yes, we'll give a nickname to the Registeel. What do I want to name you? I don't know. The only iron pop culture references I can think of are the Tin Man from Wizard of Oz, and then I think the Iron Giant, which I think is just called the Iron Giant. Can't remember if he had an actual name. Not sure I ever really saw that movie. We will nickname you Fern, because F-E-R, like steel, iron. Get it? Yeah. Okay. You know, I mean, probably Fern, not a name that makes a whole lot of sense, but you want to know what? Probably better than what Regice got stuck with. So yeah. That was what we wanted to do. We wanted to catch the legendary giants. Titans, golems, whatever they are. And with that, that's going to be it for this episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, leave a like, maybe consider subscribing, or leave a comment, whatever feels good with you. And with that, I will see you guys in the next episode, where we continue on. I don't quite know off the top of my head what we're going to do next, but we will find out. See you guys then.